Going on, y'all? Man, car is down, y'all. Car is down. But I haven't felt like working on it, so I just been letting it sit. Um, Enjoying my wagon, enjoying my air condition, and peace and quiet. And as you can see, with the tints, I don't have to worry about the sun baking my arm anymore. So today I just wanted to actually I was at work and me and one of the customers, we were having a nice, real nice conversation, and I was just curious to see what you guys think on YouTube. My subscribers that I have, I figured we can relate on this topic. Being that I think we're all in a similar demographic at this point, of our lives. I see my subscriber age range from about 25 to about 45, 50. And one of the things I wanted to talk about, the main thing I wanted to talk about today was, the what ifs in life. I know I've had a lot of opportunities that I've missed out on. And I was talking to a young guy today. He was about 20, and he was telling me he was trying to start his own clothing line, and I was telling him to go for it. And I was just trying to tell him, he got to network a little bit. He was saying he's not really a club guy, which is rare for somebody 20-something years old to not really go to the club. But I told him, the demographic of people that he's going to want to attract are in the club. So, he's going to have to network a little bit and hustle and grind and not miss out on opportunities. And I was sharing some of my stories, and it really was jogging my memory a little bit. I was in Job Corps for about a year and a half, and I was playing soccer in the Keystone League, and I had a coach. My coach, he was from England, and he had some connects. He used to play some division, I think Division 1 or 2 soccer, and he had some connections. And he put in for a scholarship for me while I was in Job Corps, and I was waiting for all that to come through. But I had my younger brother. I think now he's about 24, 25. He was living in New York at the time, and at that time, me and my dad was living in Baltimore. And he wasn't getting the best treatment that he was supposed to be getting in New York, and they weren't taking care of him the way they were supposed to take care of him. Pretty much he was supposed to be on their taxes, and that's all they cared about was what the money they was getting. So my dad decided that he was going to have to move him to Baltimore with us, and by my dad working all the time, he needed help. It was just me and him. So I had to drop out of Job Corps. Fortunately for me, I did finish up a portion of my trade, which was automotive at the time, and I did get my driver's license for free. I took the GED test, but I already had my high school diploma from Jamaica, so I just took it because it was free. But I really always wondered, what if I would have gotten that scholarship for college? Where would I be right now? All that. Prior to that, when I first came to the States, I signed up for the Army. That was a scary thing for me, because I signed up for it right when all the craziness was going on. This was 2003, about 2002, 2003, when all the Iraq war, Afghanistan war, and I went out to a place called Fort Meade here in Maryland, and took the test, and they gave me they have 3 levels of the test. I took the most difficult test, and I missed it by 3 points. So their theory, or what they told me, was go to Job Corps, touch up on a lot of skills here and there, and come back and take the test. When I came out of Job Corps, I was like, nah. If I'm going to struggle, I'm going to be struggling out here. I don't know. I got cold feet, or I couldn't see me fighting for something that I didn't understand. Now definitely I'm older. I understand that freedom is not free. I mean, it's definitely not free. The way we live now, it's definitely something you got to fight for. My stepmom, she had an instance when it was just her and my youngest brother was in Jamaica, and most of us was here, and our neighbor, old guy, we call him Yuggy. He was drunk coming home, and he decided he wanna try to rough my little brother up, and my stepmom had to go out there and beat him down a little bit. She called the cops. This was in Jamaica, and the police pretty much told her, look, you got to put gas in the Jeep for us to even come out. So, you just understand that it's a privilege to be able to do what I'm doing now, to be able to be as far as I am, and it's definitely a blessing. And definitely freedom is not free. I'm not saying everything that's done I agree with, but I definitely understand that aspect of things. I'm doing the YouTube thing because I missed out on a really big opportunity to be an extra in a really, really big television series that came on television called The Wire. When the pilot program started and they were doing interviews for extras and all that, I went to a mall called Mondawmin. In one of my videos, actually, I did a drive-through of Mondawmin. But I went down there, went to the upstairs, did the interview, read a couple lines from The Matrix. They gave us some lines from The Matrix, and I read it. And they called me back for a second interview. And at that time, I was starting a community college for automotive. And I had a choice to make. Either follow a dream or follow what was in front of me, which was college. And I chose to go to college for automotive. I did brakes specifically. Still have my books and stuff. And I always sat here and sometimes I wonder, like, what if I would have went to that second interview and got cast in, for extra in The Wire, and maybe somebody would have messed up and I would have gotten a role in The Wire or whatever it is. And yeah, so that's definitely something I what if about. Now I meet one of the actress. I don't know if you can really call that actress in The Wire, because she's got more like a guy. Snoop. I meet her every now and then, and I'm sitting there looking like, man, like, what if? But yeah, I'm gonna try to do a pull in this slow car. First gear. Whoa, foot slipped off the gas. Second gear. The car is so slow. Oh my goodness. It's alright though. I love you. You start up every single time. Every time, even if you're rolling on 3 cylinders. But yeah, man, I'm just curious. YouTube is not just about showing off this or showing off that, but it's you guys are like family. You guys watch my videos, leave comments, really motivate me. Sometimes I just don't feel like doing anything at all, or sometimes I just don't feel like recording any videos. I mean, yesterday I worked on my truck. I had to do electrical. Miss Chung, I had to do some electrical work. I wasn't 100% sure of what I was doing because I had to chase down wires that somebody else did. Anybody that knows electrical, they know it's a headache chasing down wires. But I wasn't getting any brake lights out of one section of my so the right brake light wasn't working, and I changed the bulb, still wasn't working. I checked the fuse and wasn't working. It was a wiring issue, and yeah, I did that for a little bit. Sat outside, drank a beer with my neighbor, and he's from Poland, and we was just out there talking. I mean, I definitely realized how blessed I am because he's 42. He says he's still looking for his his significant one and have kids and all that. So no matter where you're at in life, and no matter how much you think you might need something, or you're not satisfied where you're at, just remember that you're really, really fortunate. I'm really fortunate. And the what ifs are not the typical thing that I guess people would think I would be talking about. As far as like relationships and stuff like that, I would never go back and change any of that. Like I told my girlfriend yesterday, that the one thing I definitely learned, and I was telling the 42-year-old man compared to me that's 31, I was telling him that one of the biggest things I think people do is not build a friendship with the person before they get into a relationship. They think with the wrong head sometimes, and then they realize they have to get to know the person. But yeah, I just really wanted to touch on that topic, and I wanted to get you guys' opinion because these are just things that's happened to me, and my take on things in life. And I wouldn't go back. I don't know. I wouldn't say I wouldn't go back and change anything, because you definitely sit and dwell sometimes about what could you have done to change whatever it is and stuff like that. And yeah, I've missed out on some great opportunities, and I was just curious, as I was at work talking and stuff like that. And it's good to talk and get stuff off your chest. You hold stuff in and it builds up, and you really don't really get to socialize like that. So just have a little communication, and a little conversation as far as what if, what's the what ifs that you guys think, like what if you would have done this, or what if you would have done that. Hey man, y'all don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As far as the Civic, I'm giving that thing a break. Not in no rush to get it fixed. I mean, it's only April, so you got a while before summer comes, and that car is really not that fun to drive when it's hot. I mean, it's heat coming from somewhere, and I mean, it's just blowing in your face. I closed the vent under the hood; it's still blowing. I closed every vent I could, and I mean, it was like I was suffocating. That's a good night cruise, just relax car. So I'm not in no rush. I'm gonna have to change out the whole slave cylinder, the whole brake line, the rubber hose, the steel hose. So I'm just kind of, I guess, giving it till I have time, or till I feel the vibe at least. Hey man, one love, stay up, stay blessed. Y'all take care, man.